Jonathan, I just gotta let you know, I'm very tired because I was up all night binge watching the superior show, which is The Office. It's the better show. I mean, it has more views. It's more relatable. I think that's the best part about it, why it still dominates Netflix streaming service and actually Instagram, Facebook with all its memes. When you got a cast like Parks and Rec, it just feels more like a fantasy. It's all over the place. It's wild. It feels unrealistic. The Office is a closer, more compact setting. First of all, and I believe it has better characters.
AKA, that means it's smaller, right? That means it's smaller
and more relatable. The humor stays
more relatable to what? Like, because there's a love story that is beautiful, but ends after season 3, and because there's a wonderful central performance by a character who holds that show up on his shoulders that leaves after season 7. Parks and Rec was able to create a world that was more diverse, more robust. These characters are more three-dimensional. You see different sides of all the characters, not just Michael Scott, not just Jim and Pam, not just Dwight on The Office, whom I love. But like, there's something like Simpson-esque about Parks and Rec. It built out this world like Pawnee and Eagleton, and like these are locations in the world that we know about Parks and Rec, where it's like it's filled with these cast of characters like the Douche and John Ralphio and the Eagletonians and all these different crazy over-the-top characters.
You're an
and like,
Eagletonian, aren't
which
you,
is
Jonathan?
super fun versus The Office, where it had Steve Carell and it had that wonderful ensemble of The Office. But like beyond that, there wasn't much there, which is why I think
than just Michael Scott. You're
really
looking at it from a very small view. Just because there's more characters everywhere around doesn't mean they're better. Just because there's more characters,
no, it does. They're more three-dimensional. That's literally the definition of better. That's like, yes.
It doesn't. It doesn't make them three-dimensional. They just got a little bit more screen time to just tell jokes.
No, what are you talking? The Office had 9 seasons of screen time for all of their characters. Parks and Rec had 7. And in that time, they were able to do more with their characters.
You know what makes Office better? The fact that it was released earlier and you got more jokes, better jokes, and we all can agree on that. It got more time. People got more sensitive to kind of jokes. You know, Office had more racist jokes. Like, it had those kind of jokes. It's funny. Those are funny. Come on, that's the reason.
So The Office was more racist and more sexist, and that's why it's a better show. That's what we're saying now. Okay. I don't know that I agree with that, but if we're going by that, I mean, then I think the cream rises to the top in Parks and Rec by avoiding those things and still being able to be a very funny show is the superior show because it punched up, right, versus punching down.
No, Parks and Rec, that's why it felt so limited. If you want to call it racist and sexist, that's fine. But
I mean, you did.
It allowed it to be more open. If you want to put it more, you made it more open for everything, for all kinds of jokes, for all kinds of people. You know, that's the best part about it. That's why, in such a small setting, it attracts a bigger audience. Is what I'm trying to say.
I fundamentally disagree with that.